Good morning, it's Wilco the Kreij here, and I just woke up. It is 6:45 right now, and today I'm gonna give you a behind the scenes on what it's like to run a online business. So I'll just document my day and share you what kind of stuff I'll be working on. So I'll see you in a bit. So I usually start my day really with breakfast first, and then I usually do some reading. I'm currently reading a book called Never Lose a Customer Again. It's a real great book, actually. I love it. It's from Joe Coleman. It's about how to never lose a customer again. So it's really about how to increase and improve your customer experience to a whole new level, which is always the most important thing. So that's what I'm currently reading. So I usually just start with reading just to get the mind spinning and to get the flow going before I do anything else. So besides reading, I actually don't have a big routine. I do things based on how I feel. So sometimes I write like my moments of gratitude where I think back and like look back what's been done and what I'm happy about. It's always good to get you in the right mental state. And I sometimes do some meditation as well. I just use like an app on my phone to help me do that. But it really depends on in what state I'm already in. Right now I'm already on fire, and that's the way I feel it. So I'm all good now. So I don't follow that routine too strictly, perhaps I should. But anyway, so it's time to get some coffee, and let's get to work. So let's go into the home office. This is where I usually work. So we got our standing desk there. I got two monitors. Always use two monitors. You don't want to go without it. I got some books there. It's a bit of a mess. And over there you got you can just look outside. In the summer we got some sheep there, which is always nice. But with that having said, let's get the day started. So it's Wednesday right now, and that means we're starting off with a Zoom meeting right here with everyone on the team. That's Mark right there. We got everyone on the team where we talk about what's been going on, how our support's going, how our product development is going, and things like that. So without further ado, let's get started.
Right, let me go back to my screen. I want to share something. And the reason being is the new dashboard and the new website for Viral.
So we just finished the team call, and now it's ready for our support meetup. So we're doing some training and we're going through the whole process to help our customers better. So once again on Slack, on Zoom I meant.
And we want to do this to help the support team, both the support team and also help the development team.
All right, that was that. I just finished with the team calls for today. That's what I usually do on Wednesday. So first of all, a 15-minute catch up with the whole team, everyone, like from marketing, from all the developers, all support, everyone is in there to sort of, at a high level, what's going on, what's happening this week, who's if anyone has planned a holiday this week or whatever, like whatever everyone should know. And after we jumped on a call, as I mentioned, for support. Turned out to be a 1.5 hour call, really good one. So that's my Wednesday, starting off with calls. Now normally on a normal day, I always start with making a list of to-dos. I use a tool called Workflowy. If you're a list guy like me, you like to make a list of things, use Workflowy. It is the best tool. It's super simple to use. Like it's one of the tools I use most actually. So normally I do that first in the first part of the day. Like when you start your day, there's always stuff, there's always something happening, right? And if you dive into all that, you're going into reactive mode, right? So instead, I really want you to what I do is I focus on what are my top 3 things I need to focus on today? Or what are the big things, the big dominoes I need to push over today? So I write that down on my list so I can then work through that list. But one of the things I always do is I try to block out everything for every message as well. Slack, I close down Slack, I close down Facebook, I close down email, whatever. And if you're having a hard time doing that, I got a cool tool. It's for Mac only though, but it's called Hey Focus, and it literally blocks anything that I want to be blocked, right? So for example, I cannot open Skype, I cannot open Facebook, I cannot open my email, I cannot open any of the statistics or whatnot. It's all blocked. I could, reboot my Mac or whatever. I won't get any access to it. Every distraction takes 20 minutes of focus time, right? It's really hard to get your mind to focus and then just do something else, because multitasking, there's no such thing. Anyway, so that was that. Had the calls. I just made a list of my big things for today. My main thing today is actually hiring. I got a hire a couple new people. So I'm looking for an awesome marketing manager. Like I'm right now, like I got a big list of projects and ideas that I want to go through and I want to execute on, but I feel it's not going fast enough. So I need someone to help me out with all those things, who can be on top of the projects. And because we have a lot of people like in our business that are helping out on specific things. We have like a copywriter, designer, well, you know, the guy who creates our website, all that stuff, right? We have that, but then someone to be on top of that and really just bring them all together. Like, hey, you know, you do that and just making it all work. Looking for new designers. When I say designers, it's because we want to create more cool templates. So when it comes to designers, it's not, let's just say, very picky. So I want to have someone who's not just good, but who's great, because I believe the beauty is in the details. So with that having said, let's just go for a quick walk, clear my mind, and then we'll get to work again. Usually I'll just go for like, I don't even go for an actual walk during the day. It's more like just a quick walk around the house, basically. Just being outside. It's always good to sort of be outside. And it's actually an all right day for winter time. Oops, sorry for that. So we'll just switch it off, take some time, enjoy, and let's get some stuff done. So I just got a ton of work done. Actually, I'm really happy about it. A lot of that stuff actually is obviously just, you know, me sitting on my computer. So that's obviously super boring to show you guys and girls. But actually most of the magic, or like the most important part of the magic, doesn't happen when I'm on my computer. Actually, I would say the most important magic stuff happens inside of these two books. Because this is where I map out most of my stuff. And one of the goals I've set for this year is to do more like what I'm really good at, right? And one of the things that I like specifically instructed myself to do more is to spend more time just with these two books. So I try for at least a couple of hours. Like my goal was one day, a full day a week, but that's not gonna work. But at least a couple of hours a week where I'm just sitting and just mapping out and brainstorming and like, where are we going? Because if you're running a business or if you're trying to grow a business, you know what it's like. Like you need to do a ton of stuff. Like if you're busy and you're working hard, it doesn't always mean that you're doing the right thing, right? So for that reason, it's really important to stand still and to really think about like, why we're doing this and why we're doing that. Because sometimes the easy answer isn't to just keep on working on that certain thing, but maybe you need to do something else. And I find that if I don't step back and just, you know, write down in my notebook, no messages, no stuff, no Facebook, no email, anything like that, just me and my notebook. Sometimes like here in my living room, sometimes outside, sometimes I'll just go to a cafe or whatever in the neighborhood where I'm just like, there's no distraction, I'll leave my phone at home, just that. Now, why two books? Like, isn't it enough to have like one notebook? This one is actually pretty cool. It actually has my name embedded on it. I got this tip from James Schramko. And like the blue one, that's my main idea book, right? I write everything in that book. Obviously, like from all the ideas that we have, let's be real, not everything is gonna be awesome, right? So we need one night you have an idea and you wake and you think like, oh, this is awesome, right? And then in the morning you wake up and it's like, oh, this is not awesome. It's genius. No, kidding. It's like some ideas are not that good. So every once in a while I go through the blue book, right? And I go through everything that, like the best stuff of all of my ideas, and then I write that into this book, right? And this is more like my permanent book, and this is something that I can look back at and like, you know, over the last couple of years, like I have a couple of those notebooks that I just kept for the best stuff, like for like the best masterminds where I've been, and just summarized like the ideas of all the ideas. And that way it's like a slimmed down version. And sometimes I just go through those books of the last couple of years to think like, oh, that was actually a really good idea, but I never really implemented it, and now is actually the right time. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to spend some time brainstorming, mapping out some of the things in our business, like some funnels and some Facebook ads, some more of the creative work, I would say, some of the features that we're working on at Viral and Connect.io. And right after, and actually let me just show you that, right after I'm actually going to record some videos, not like this one, but actual well done videos. And actually I'm not doing that inside, we're actually doing that in the home studio. So upstairs I've got the studio where it's all set up so that you don't actually have to build everything up again. So we got like an SLR camera with like a thing where you can put your iPad, so you actually have auto cue. We got some lights, we got a table, we got obviously the logos, which is a bit of a necessity. We've got the whiteboard over there, we got the television over here, so I can all just put them here for like presentations, and this is where I record my videos. And that's sort of like an idea of like what my day could look like, or what my day actually looks like, right? So it's partially managing the team, it's partially like doing stuff, right? I mean, you can have ideas all you want, but if you're not actually doing stuff, no, that's gonna matter. But also have the time to really think about everything strategically, record videos, like all of that stuff. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna dive into my notebooks, gonna spend some time brainstorming, and then I'll wrap this up later on. All right, it's a wrap. It's been a good day, and I hope you had fun sort of what's behind the scenes. Although, obviously, when running a business with a remote team, it's not as fancy to show. I can't show you a cool fancy office with everyone inside because everyone lives on Slack, but that doesn't make it any less real. So I just wanted to shoot this video and sort of document my day for a day to give you an idea and give our customers an idea of like how we're working, what we're doing. Right now it's 5:45, which means I'm stopping, because as a business owner, it's good to have a routine, and my routine is to stop working at 5:45. In the evening, I do like things like reading and exercise and whatnot. Tonight I actually got a squash match, but I find it too socially awkward to record a video there as well. So I just wrap this video up right now. So altogether, we had the team calls at the training. I've been spending time on hiring new people for the team. I've been doing quite a bit of brainstorming, wrote some new ads, been recording some videos, been figuring out some new features for Viral, been dealing some team stuff as always. There's probably a lot more smaller stuff, but that's sort of the gist of it. Obviously I've been recording this video. So with that having said, I'll see you all next time.